diseases, let me say to you that I believe God still heals. That hasn't ended. That is not over. Now, you have to be careful on how you do this, because there are folks who carry things to an excess, and it becomes a show. And God has never intended that that be what it is. God heals in His sovereign will. I don't know why God does things that He does, but I know that He does. And the only thing He requires of me is to allow Him to be God and me to be me, and let it be. So, the psalmist says, I'm excited. Bless the Lord, O my soul. One of His benefits is He heals all of my diseases. And in verse 4 he says, and He redeems my life from the pit. Now, I like that verse just a whole lot. I have had, and you have had in times past, pit experiences. We've all had times when our life seemed to be in a pit, in a grave. And we didn't have an answer for the pit we find ourselves in. And I don't understand this right now. I'm a bit overwhelmed at the moment.
Duane Miller. Duane, let me ask you this. First of all, thank you for taking this time to sit down with me.
You're welcome.
But now let me ask you this. Are miracles possible?
Well, let me put it this way. I've experienced one.
Wow. Well, tell me more about that.
Miracles for me, Brady, it's a subject that is very controversial. I don't like sensationalism, and yet I don't limit the power of God to be God. I guess I would say it this way. I'd like at times to put God in a box and tell Him to behave Himself, and He's just not going to do that. He's going to be God. I'm not. I had lost my voice to a virus, and for 3 years I was told I would not be able to do what I'm doing with you right now. I saw over 200 specialists from all over the world. They all arrived at the same conclusion. The nerve damage to my vocal cords was so extensive that there would be no recovery. And as you can hear, I'm speaking very clearly. Doctors had told me there was no hope, there was no place to go. I was not praying in any particular manner. Have always believed in God, always believed He was sovereign, always believed He could do anything He wanted to do. But in 3 years of speaking like this, you get to a point of saying, probably won't happen for me.
Wow.
And that's okay. God and I had settled that, and I was all right with it. But I was teaching a Sunday school class wearing a special headset microphone I'd gotten from a country singer named Garth something or other. And bless his heart, he was kind enough to send me the headset.
Wow.
That he used when he heard about my plight. And I had the headset literally on my lips, and I was screaming at it, trying to read the 103rd Psalm to a Sunday school class of about 300-400 people. And in the middle of a word, the pressure that had been in my throat for 3 years was gone, and my voice was restored.
Wow.
So do I believe in miracles? Absolutely.
That's amazing. So you could actually physically feel it when you hit that word. You felt the pressure release on your throat. For
3 years, the feeling that had been in my throat, Brady. Let me back up just a tad. I had contracted a flu virus, and the flu virus had been just rampant, and it had been the worst flu I'd ever had in my life. And when it was over, put that word in quotes, it left me with pressure. And the pressure was like someone had a hand on my throat and was squeezing on my vocal cords. That's how it felt.
Wow.
And that's what was there for 3 years. I could not swallow without feeling choked. I could not speak without feeling that hand. It was like someone just had a hand on my throat. It wasn't like I was going to die, but I could not draw a free breath. That's the only way I know to express it.
Wow.
And did I feel it? Yes. In the middle of the word, I'd started to say I was going to talk about the pit. And in the middle of the word pit, that pressure was just gone. It was there as I started the word, and it was gone when I finished the word. And that's a one-syllable, three-letter word.
Yeah.
So it didn't take long. And it was just gone. And it startled me.